across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Abigail Beatty and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Marianne Spacey-Cale will manage tomorrow night's South Coast derby as Southampton host Portsmouth at St Mary's. Her last derby match in charge resulted in promotion to the Championship in 2022. Spacey-Cale returned to the dugout last weekend as interim head coach following the departure of Remy Allen. Saints defender Paige Peake is aware of the hype, but first, here's media relations lead Ellen Rouse.
We want to showcase the girls in the best light possible and hopefully get some more attention on the women's game. So we're inviting media down to days like today, just get some more eyes across it, and hopefully we'll see more fans coming out to the games.
It's all about, promoting the game, getting increased attendances, increased coverage, which will only grow the game bigger, which is what we want.
AFC Bournemouth women are one away from being crowned champions of the National League South West.
And now it's over. Bournemouth elated.
3 points against Bristol Rovers on Sunday will see them being announced league winners at the Vitality Stadium. Thomas Tuchel has left Morgan Gibbs-White, Jarrell Quansah and Aaron Ramsdale out of his first England matchday squad. The Three Lions will host Albania tonight in the World Cup qualifier.
We play with a hunger and a joy to win and not with a fear to lose. Anything can happen in football, we know this, but the focus is on winning, is on a higher number of touches in the opponent's box, a higher amount of attacks, a higher amount of high ball recoveries. This is where the focus is.
Breaking news that England women's cricket head coach John Lewis has been sacked following a horrific Ashes series in which they suffered a 16-0 clean sweep against Australia. Owen Higgins joins us now in the studio with the latest updates.
Yeah, it's not a shock at all at the moment to see Lewis go. Obviously, the most recent event being the Ashes, which was a complete whitewash, with Australia winning every single game of that series. It's been a bit of a poor sort of last couple of years. Before the run-up to the Ashes series in the World Cup, they went out on the group stage. It all started in the summer, though, with an unbeaten summer for the England women's side as they beat Pakistan and New Zealand in 2 bilateral series. The main negatives of Lewis's spell has been the facing spin, which is an English problem, not a women's problem, but also taking catches out in the field.
Thank you, Owen. Also in football, New Zealand striker Chris Wood made headlines with a stunning hat-trick in the team's dominant 7-0 victory over Fiji. However, his celebration was cut short when he received a booking for breaking a little-known rule. The Kiwi player received a yellow card for signing autographs during the game. Despite that, Wood's performance was the highlight of the match as the All Whites cruised to an epic win. Lewis Hamilton has taken pole position in the sprint qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix, with the sprint race taking place tomorrow morning. Ferrari's new racing driver beat defending champion Max Verstappen by 0.018 seconds, breaking Sebastian Vettel's record by 1 second. Maya Wang got her 2025 campaign off to the perfect start, claiming her first pole position in F1 Academy by over 0.4 of a second to Dorian Pan, who is part of the Mercedes Junior F1 team. Lily Ives Campion and Mia Venner are set to make their first test starts for England this week in this weekend's Women's Six Nations tie with Italy. England have dominated in their previous Six Nations, meeting Italy winning all 18 matches. England entered this year's Six Nations as consecutive winners since 2019. The International Olympic Committee has elected its first ever female president. Former Olympic swimmer and Zimbabwe Sports Minister Kirsty Coventry will also be the youngest elected president in the committee's 130-year history. Her first Olympics as president will be at the Winter Olympics in 2026. Made in Chelsea star Jamie Lang has entered the final day of his 5-day ultramarathon man challenge for Comic Relief. The Radio 1 presenter is running a total of 150 miles and aims to finish in Salford this afternoon. So far, Lang has raised over $1 million for the charity, but as he reaches his final leg, he has admitted he is in agony and his body is broken.
Money is tough out there. It's really tough out there. That's brutal. Beyond brutal. It's just like I've never had it where every part of my body is wanting to give up.
Boxing will remain an Olympic sport after the IOC voted for it to be included in the 2028 Games in LA. A new body called World Boxing will take over the running of the sport after the International Boxing Association had its status stripped. The CEO of GB Boxing, Matt Holt, thinks it's fantastic that amateurs will continue to have the platform the Olympics provide.
I think the most important thing today is to focus on the boxers. We wanted to make sure that Olympic dream remained alive for any boxer, wherever they come from, male or female. It's just fantastic news for every single boxer around the globe.
That's all from us this hour. We'll be back at 2 o'clock. Remember, you can keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, solentsportnews.com.